Hi everyone, this is Dr. Manisha, your postpartum friend. Welcome to my channel. In this channel, we talk about motherhood, we talk about wellness, we talk about thriving after birth. And today we have a very, very special guest, and her name is Dr. Ramona Chua. She's a board certified neurologist, she's integrated medicine physician, and she is also obesity medicine specialist. So welcome Dr. Chua to my channel.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much for having me on Momkins. I'm really honored to be here and excited to have this conversation with you. And I also just want to say I admire what you've created with Momkins. It's such a beautiful and supportive space for new moms because they're navigating one of the most transformative and often overwhelming times of their lives. So what you're doing here matters. So thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. That means a lot to me. Also to all of us who are trying to build this Momkins here and really trying to help and support moms during this difficult transitioning time. So thank you so much. I really appreciate that. For our viewer who doesn't know about you, I hope I did justice in telling what you do. But if you would like to add something, please go ahead and add. What do you do?
Sure. Yeah, that was a great introduction. So thank you. I am the founder of Melior Integrative Medicine, a holistic medical practice in Evanston, Illinois. And we focus on hormone optimization, weight management, and personalized care for women, especially during transitional phases of their life, like postpartum, perimenopause, and menopause.
That is awesome. That's when the women needs you the most, like during postpartum and postmenopausal. And I'm so glad that you are doing such an excellent job in taking care of those moms, those females during that transition time. Talking about wellness and women during postpartum and even perimenopausal. Today in this episode about the weight gain, about the obesity, about the stigma and the social pressure about postpartum. So let's talk about that. Let's break down into simple steps and then let's discuss together how we can navigate this weight gain, weight loss, everything during postpartum. Okay?
Sure. Yeah. It's very important. So I think a great place to start is it's really important to learn and understand what happens, during pregnancy and afterwards. So a lot of moms are surprised by how much their body changes, not just during pregnancy, but also in the months afterwards. And really what's not talked about enough is that postpartum weight gain isn't just about eating habits. It's actually driven by deep hormonal and metabolic changes. So during pregnancy, your body increases levels of all hormones like estrogen, progesterone, and even insulin. And it's important that they increase during this time because it helps support you and your growing babies. So weight gain, of course, during this period is actually essential. But after giving birth, these hormone levels can crash. And in some women, your thyroid can slow down, leading to fatigue and weight gain. And also, what plays a big role is cortisol. Cortisol is our main stress hormone. So between sleep deprivation, healing, and the demands of caring for a newborn, cortisol can remain elevated. And high cortisol makes it harder to lose weight because it encourages fat storage. So especially around your belly. Also, what happens is that with sleep, inflammation, and insulin sensitivity can all interact too. So poor sleep increases inflammation, increases cravings, and reduces insulin sensitivity, making weight gain more likely or even harder to reverse. So when new moms say, I'm not even eating that much, why can't I lose the weight? There's usually a deeper reason, and it's because your whole internal system is trying to recalibrate.
That's so interesting. There is so many factors that goes to weight gain, and I feel like the more we stress about it, the more we are gaining the weight because we are raising that cortisol level, right? And then we are anxiety and all that stuff, all the factor. Again, stress is a big factor of weight gain, and then even like we don't think about eating healthy when we are stressed out, and everything contributing to the weight gain post-pregnancy.
Yeah. So it is a very challenging time.
Yeah. And we are trying to balance one thing and then we are messed up with one thing. So yeah, it's really important to really focus on what's important during that time rather than thinking thinking about weight loss. But funny right now with the social media, increasing social media, like looking at the other people and who are like bouncing back to normal, like, oh, I'm active, I'm like healthy, I'm back to my pre-pregnancy period immediately after birth. How do you talk to those patients or counsel women who is seeing all these different side of postpartum, and then reality is completely different than that? So how do you navigate that?
Yeah, usually social media, unfortunately, does put a lot of pressure on moms to bounce back. But really the truth is that healing in that period really takes time. So we try to reframe it. It's not about getting back to your pre-baby body. We try to stress that becoming the strongest, healthiest, and most grounded version of yourself is important right now. And so I always, my message to moms is to really give yourself grace. Your body just created this beautiful life. So it's really important to prioritize mental and physical well-being before even for chasing the number on the scale.
Yeah, that's really awesome. Really important stuff. Right now, the main focus while you are going through this transition period is your mental well-being, your like happiness, how you are going to navigate those challenges with newborn and your own physical and mental changes. And that's important to focus during that time rather than, like you said, chasing after the numbers and making sure the weight is going down, which does not serve you either way, like your mental well-being, and also at the same time you are taking care of the baby who is new and just needs extra love and care. That's awesome. How do you think mom can navigate through this challenge? Like, what are the things they can do to really help them get balance in their life? Not like thinking about weight loss, but more about like healthier self, healthier well-being, both physically and mentally.
Yeah, during this period, when you think about weight loss, most people think that if you eat less and exercise more, that the weight will just fall off. But, that what we're often told is often the opposite of what our body needs. So most moms are told to eat less, work out more. But it's difficult because if you're depleted, inflamed, and exhausted, then your body thinks it's in survival mode. So your body is already stressed, you're sleep deprived and undernourished. So cutting calories and pushing yourself harder just adds more stress to your system and can slow your metabolism down even further. You can't heal your metabolism in a stressed and undernourished state. So that's why so many women feel stuck or even gain more weight, when they try to diet. Yeah. So instead of restriction, I always recommend nourishment for your body. And there are generally 5 things that I like to tell new moms. So 1, eat protein-rich, anti-inflammatory meals that can help stabilize your blood sugar. Number 2, avoid skipping meals or doing any extreme diets, as these can further dysregulate your metabolism. Number 3, it's important to support sleep where you can. So try to take short naps. When your baby's sleeping, try to sleep too. Also improve your sleep environment. So when you do actually sleep, make sure it's dark, it's quiet. Put your phone away. Don't turn on the TV because that can be very activating for your system and can actually increase cortisol. Also during this period, gentle movement is great. So things like walking or stretching, you don't have to do any intense workouts right away because again, that will create stress on your system. And then also mind-body support through breath work, journaling, or even just taking a few deep breaths between diaper changes, because all of these things help calm down the nervous system. And so, I always tell women too that these aren't just general wellness tips, but these are actually signals that you're giving to your body, telling your body that it's safe so that it can begin to let go of stress and inflammation so that your real healing can be.
Wow, that is so awesome. Those 5 tips are really, really wonderful. And I do think that it doesn't just apply post-pregnancy. It just applies to every single person, no matter what, like no matter whether they are young, old, postpartum, prepartum, or like postmenopausal, it does apply to everyone. And if we are just mindful of that, it will change how we think about ourselves, how we think about our body, and just create that mindfulness. And making sure you are eating the right thing also matters, because I think that's another thing we lack a lot when we are stressed out. Like we have so many things in our mind that to be taken care, and we just don't care of the food as much, and just snacking, like not eating healthy diet, not being mindful of what we eat also doesn't help in weight loss or making ourselves fit and healthy. We talk about diet. Is there any recommendation for exercise during postpartum? Is there anything like, oh, you can't do this, or you should start working out? Then is there any recommendations?
Yeah, I always just recommend starting off with something simple. Just even like going outside for a walk for 5 minutes, can start things. Like I mentioned, you don't need to do intense workouts right away. It's really important to listen to your body. And so just starting out with small things, small movement, stretching, gentle yoga, things like that will help tell your body that, you're getting ready for healing. Mm-hmm. So you definitely don't want to do anything strenuous in this new.
That's true. That's excellent. That's awesome. So the mom who is going through this postpartum, what is one thing that you would say that they should focus on during this time?
Yeah, just again, being gentle with yourself. So just try to kind of incorporate small things that fill you up, that give you joy. Yeah. So again, you're going to be overwhelmed with trying to take care of your baby. And if you have other kids, or, hopefully during this time you're not working, but, you're going to, if you do work, you're going to start thinking about that too. So again, really just starting with small steps along the way until you feel better, until your body, is ready to do a little more.
That's a great state. Thank you for that. At the end, we do icebreaker question for our guests. So I have few questions for you to know you more. What is your favorite place or travel destination?
Okay. My favorite travel destination is Hawaii.
Awesome. I need to go there. Maybe this summer. And what is your favorite book?
Ooh, that's a good question. It's been a while since I read a really good book. Sorry, I can't think.
No worries. Is there someone whom you admire?
Definitely my parents. I appreciate, they came over their first generation here, and so they kind of sacrificed a lot to come here, and then helped raise me and my brothers here. So I really appreciate them for all that.
Yeah. It's so incredible what parents do, right? Like we are going through the same thing, and how much we do for our kids. And now we realize how much our parents has done for us. And it's just overwhelming sometimes, like, oh, like it really means a lot to be a parent.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Then you understand when you're a parent yourself, you understand what they've done.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And what is one mantra, what is one phrase or thing that keeps you motivated or keeps you going?
I named my practice Meliora. Meliora means in Latin for the better. And so our phrase here is semper ad meliora. So always towards the pursuit of better. So I like that for us because, we offer other things that patients can do for their health and wellness journey. So not just, what you see in conventional medicine, there are other things that can be done, to help you with your overall health and well-being. So seeking that out, is important because there's always other things that you can do to better your life.
That's awesome. That's a great name. I love that name already. Thank you so much for coming to our channel, giving all this insight about obesity in related to pregnancy, postpartum. What are the things we can do to help you through those process, through those transition, and be a better version of yourself. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. at the end, for our viewers who likes to get connected with you, know more about you, how can they reach out to you?
Yeah. And again, thank you so much for having me. I really love your platform, and this is an important conversation. So thank you for including me in it. Yes. If you have any other questions, you can find me on our website at meliораmed.com. We're also on Facebook and Instagram under Meliora Integrative Medicine. And yeah, we just enjoy working with patients to help them heal, balance hormones, and reclaim energy and confidence. So we're happy to help anyone.
That's awesome. And do you also do telemedicine practice in your practice, or is it online? Okay, in person.
So we work with women both in person and virtually.
Oh, that's awesome. So a lot of women or whoever mom will able to find you online and get your help and services through online. So that's really, really nice. Okay. That's awesome. Good to know. So if this episode resonates with you, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with all the moms who has been going through this journey. Please don't forget to tune in for our next episode. I will see you next episode. Bye bye. Thank you so much.